Good morning everyone and welcome to Tour of Watopia Stage 1. Originally I did not plan to do that, but what the hell, as the coronavirus situation escalating in Hungary and most likely I'll be ordered to do home office, so travel time is out, then I've decided to give it a go, and this is the last time I can do stage 1, so here we go. Now let's see, just turn on some stuff like the Twitch client and such. There are more than 300 signed up for this, and for the distance I've picked, there are 200 people. It's not much, because usually now there are more, but it's the last event, so everybody did that already, right? Well, let's take some pictures, as usual. Stage 1 group ride. Yeah, it's not a race. I was thinking to do some ride outside, but yeah, I will not. For the weekend, there will be 4 to 7 Celsius degrees with the sun wind, so it's not optimal for me, I would say. Ah, Diego. So the usual crowd is here. Let's see if my stickers are working. Oh, it's the proper strength. Yeah, I'm not planning to push it, that's all. 130 so far. I think there'll be a couple of late joiners. Okay. So as this is an easy ride for me, I'm not planning to push it. Feel free to chit chat away, yeah? If you have anything on your mind, just let me know. Good morning, Corton. How are you? It's finally closing the week, yeah? It's Friday for me, but it's coming for you. Any news on the position? That's great, man. That's great. Congratulations. I thought about time. They were happy waiting. For how long? 2 months? Yeah. That's good news, man. It's time to make them suffer. Yeah. 8 months ago, that was a long process. Anyhow, now you have it. That's great news, mate. I think we first talked about this in December, probably, while I was doing this crazy run thing. And even that seems long ago. Not to mention 8 months. Ah, okay. So they were just waiting until the off season for swimming, right? Finishes. That's great news. That's great. At the 2nd of May. Good, good. Let's hope that the current situation around the world does not disrupt that. But May 22nd of May is far enough. So it should be okay, yeah? No, coronavirus is blowing over in 2 months or three, I think. It will disrupt many industries and such. But life will go on afterwards. Everything will be affected. I think by the end of next quarter, Q2, it will blow over. Now in Hungary we are getting into the most severe situation with the virus. Yeah, that's life for now. We have to get used to it. Personal preferences has to be overridden by public health and for the greater good. I know most of this seems smoke and mirror, but if you stretch the the healthcare system with sudden spikes, there will be more severe consequences. Okay, I'm falling back to the group. Or I'm falling back. So at the moment in Hungary there are talks about lockdowns and such. I still don't have official information about lockdown of a county or a city. This will come for sure. After playing it cool, at least we in at home and the other families around us. We have already decided that if there will be a lockdown, we'll come together and we will do barbecue with a couple of beers and such, as to keep ourselves and the kids entertained and calm. I think all of the states in the US will have to seize schools for 2 to 4 weeks. In Hungary it's already started with the universities. And good morning, people left. Yeah, in Hungary they started with the universities. I guess because of the international community, so it's higher risk of infection. But I expect within a week to declare that elementary schools and high schools are cancelled as well. Good morning then. It's already hitting the European industry like a truck. And yes, we are the deer in front of the truck, looking blindly into the light. So I work with fasteners, you know, and the thing is, the companies we're delivering are medium to big, and if they don't receive certain goods because of closures at the border, delays at the border, or closures for certain warehouses, I have to cease production. If they cease production, the workers have to go on leave. Either paid or not, at this moment it doesn't matter, but they will have to go on leave. Without production, every industry will stop. Without suppliers delivering, every industry will stop. For one day, for 1 week, we don't know, but it will stop. It doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth to hoard up a lot of goods like toilet paper or flour more than 4 weeks, because by then it will slowly blow over and the logistic chain will reestablish itself. Yeah, you probably end up well and fine. The issue is spikes for the healthcare. If you have abnormal quantity visiting the healthcare system within a week or two, after infection, you will end up collapsing the healthcare system. You will endanger a lot more people than endangered by the coronavirus. Make no mistake, guys, we will get the coronavirus sooner or later. The current fight is to flatten the course, so don't have a spike, but flatten it for a year or half a year, so the system can take care of it. But this virus is here to stay. But if you think about vitamin C as an extra dosage, bullshit. If you take about 500 to 1000 milligrams, it's more than enough. If you take more and you have a kidney condition, you will end up with kidney stones or kidney sand. If your kidneys are fine, you will end up with a quite yellow piss if you take more. Ironman races will be cancelled in the short future. Ironman Distance World Championship will be okay, I think, because it's still months and months ahead. But yeah, if you cancel an Ironman qualification event, that will be tough for some people. But again, if you think in middle term, so next year and the year after, to rebound to the normal order, so this year, yeah, it sucks. Most important, do not bite on each other's throat in the shop, online, whatever. Restrict yourself for the necessary food and stuff for 4 to 6 weeks. I believe the shops here will have some difficulties 1 or 2 weeks from now when the logistical chain will stop. So I'm not rushing to the shop and buying everything. I will wait a day or two. It's already happened. So I will go when most of the people got their goods already. Toilet paper, it's pure nonsense. I mean, this virus will go down in the history as a toilet paper crisis. The great toilet paper crisis of the 2000s. We had a chat with the guys in the cycling group the other day, and you know, in Hungary it's toilet paper, cooking oil, processed flour from wheat, and rice, and yeah, some meat. And we had it, and we are on a, we're not on a special diet, but we cut out the processed food completely years ago. It's my wife's achievement, but from our daily life. So, and we bought 3 packages of toilet paper because we usually plan for a month or 1.5 months for toilet paper. And we were out, and I went out and bought 2 packages like 2 weeks ago, so before this whole nonsense started, and then we realized we have one, so now we have plenty. And the guy says that, okay, we prepared with toilet paper, but you prepared with flour? And it turns out, hey, actually we're not using flour to make food. We are using like green banana flour and such, so kind of more exotic but more healthy, as far as we know right now. Okay, but how about cooking oil? Well, we're using coconut oil, not cooking oil, so no issue here. And we have about a month of supply. Okay, but do you have sugar? Yeah, we're not using processed sugar for 5 years now, or for 6, so no issue here. Okay, but you surely don't have rice at home. Well, yeah, that's true, we don't have rice at home, but we're not eating rice. So it was a funny conversation, because technically we mitigated every highly sought after item today, like 4 or 5 years ago. Well, we're not buying water because you can buy it in plastic bottles. We are not fan of plastic, and I do think that the mineral water is one of the greatest scams in history. Except in rare cases when you have a water basis locally, which is not clean. But otherwise, for general use, mineral water, I think it's the greatest scam. Yeah, that's one. I'm not buying mineral water, but I buy Pepsi Max or Coke Zero time to time. So yeah, I get it, and I buy them for the taste. So. Otherwise, I'd use the bottles. So I buy a Pepsi or a Coke product. I'd use the bottle for a couple of weeks to bring with me in the car, travel to customers and such. Yeah, we should call it the toilet paper virus from now on. TPV. Americans are great fan of 3 letters short forms, right? It's actually not COVID-19 or C19. It's TPV, toilet paper virus. Back then we will coin the term, and I'll get rich whenever anybody uses that term. For the weekend, yeah, I have. Tomorrow I will go try out a new pool. Not new, I visited that years ago. It's like €1 cheaper, but they don't have a limit for the 2 hours swimming ticket, so you can buy it any time of the day, if I recall, except after 6 p.m. So I will visit that tomorrow. For Sunday, that's the more fun. At 8 o'clock EM, I will start with an activities workout, which is 140 TSS, 0.84 intensity factor, And after that, it's 2 hours. And after that, I will join to stage 2 group B with Andre Greipel. Can't miss that. And of course I will stream that. I'm joining to the stage 2 on Sunday, particularly because of Greipel. I will coin that term, Colton, toilet paper virus. Just watch out. I will get crazy rich. So yeah, that's the plan for the weekend. The 3 hours of riding on Sunday, 90 minutes of swimming on Saturday. And the 3 hours, out of the 3 hours, 2 will be workout with Swedish Zwift riders. Starting 8 o'clock CET time zone. Thanks, mate. Oh, and another plan for the weekend. I have a new desk for the live streams, for the live streaming setup. Now I have an IKEA shelf with 3 steps and 1 shelf on low. The 2 monitor one is I had to put something under the leg and such. So I purchased the desk, which is 120 length, 70 deep, 75 high in centimeters. So it's like a smaller office desk. And I plan to re-establish the stuffs, so I don't have to balance the monitors, the screens on one leg and something under the other, such and such. So the plan for the weekend to disassemble the stuff, bring in the new desk. I mean, it was like between $8 and $9 for the desk. Like 8. So it was quite cheap. The reason is twofold. First of all, to balance everything again on a desk, and I have a shelf left to me which is not so stable. I'm using it to keep my bottles, my coffee, etc. So I will move the 3 steps IKEA to my left, and I will put the desk in front of me. The bike will stay about the same position, but I have more space to play with the cameras and microphone holding stuffs and such. And the desk is long enough to use an office chair and do some after live streaming. I get the idea from Steve Dan, that he sits down after a workout or a ride and have some chat. Yeah. And right now it's quite discomfortable because I have to stand or sit on the bike, and sometimes my bottom part don't really want to sit on the bike anymore after the ride. So I can do live streams in a comfortable position in a chair. So I will create more skins for Training Peaks, browser window and such. And I want to create one setup, one scene. Now you see the Zwift screen me overlaying on it, and my potato stickers overlaying on Zwift. Now what I want to do, a third scan where you see me from a distant camera, so you see the bike, me, the setup, and so that's one screen, that's one window, and another window with Zwift. They can switch between the three. Probably it will be the current one, the one with the distant camera, for a more holistic view of the streaming and the effort, and one for analysis. That was the first reason. I know it was multiple, but that was the first. Live streaming in general. The second is that I have a PC tower about 1 meter high with glass sides, with a lot of memory, 5 terabytes of space, an AMD Ryzen 2nd gen, and an NVIDIA 1060, and I'm using it for Zwift only. Kind of a waste. So I want to play games. I'm not good at them. I'm not good in PUBG. I'm not good in Fortnite. I'm probably good in Transport Fever or Transport Tycoon. But I want to stream them sometimes. I want to play them sometimes. So that's the other thing. If I have a desk with a chair, with mouse and everything, then I can come up and play. Yeah, I'm a gamer since 1992. That's why I'm hooked on Zwift that much. So I want to play games. I want to give you more insight of the paint cave, about the surroundings, and that's why I bought the desk. So I do hope that you will see me more often streaming, not only Zwift efforts, but analysis. Probably I will touch a couple of different platforms. Suffer first, I'm thinking. I want my training to be done on Zwift 90% of the time, but time and again I will try on other platforms, and I want to do games. Not exactly for streaming, but I have the streaming setup. Now I will have the space to play games, so connect the two dots. And I know I'm stuck at it. I'm prepared to take the criticism. I rarely make it top 10, and I'm more like a hide and seek person in PUBG than to seek out the action on the map. My favorite character in World of Warcraft is a rogue, stealthing all the way, so figures. I like to sneak and such. And yeah, I never played Counter-Strike that much. Not that much, but that much. So I'm not really good at aiming. My reaction time is not that good. So I usually get knocked down. I never get used to controllers. I'm a keyboard and mouse player, but I was somewhat good around the Quake 3 Arena days. So 1999, 2000. But since then, nothing. So today, a player who played Counter-Strike a lot put me on a stick pretty quickly, pretty fast. Disc golf what's disc golf? Probably I know, I'm just not familiar with the term. Oh yeah, one more thing to the desk stuff. I will clean up a little bit, but I plan to record the process to redo the pain cave and speed it up, of course, to fit in 2 or 3 minutes. But I will put it on Twitch and on YouTube as well. That's just a side note. I have dropped frames. I don't know why. Oh, we're already too far away. That's a fast one. Ah, okay. So it's like conventional frisbee. Okay. As a kid, I used to love frisbee. I mean, the beach kind of frisbee. Sometimes it destroyed my shin. But I played a lot with my what do you call that? My relative brother, so one step away, but not my brother, but not uncle. Anyhow, uncle. That to do. But we're on the same age. The other thing we played a lot is badminton. Like every summer, countless hours. Sometimes we played from lunch to lunch till dark, 6 or 7 hours. Okay, Colton, thanks for the chat. Get some rest. And congrats again for the position. Great news. I'm happy for you. Time to start an online swimming coach stuff, right? So you can harvest some money from Eastern Europeans asking for advice. Thanks, mate. See you next time. Yeah. Just keep in mind, in coming decade, online services is everything, especially after the toilet paper virus. Maybe you're wondering why I'm listening to Scatman John. I like the 90s thrash music. It was my childhood, right? So it reminds me of more simple times. And it throws me off the rails. So if I want to go too seriously, these musics are good to hold me back. Of course, if I would hate them, I wouldn't listen to them. But I'm not, I don't hate them. I don't hate these. $13 more than at the start. 13 late joiner. Let's not lose the group in the last 5 kilometers. Yeah. Maybe in the future, mate. Get some good results with your athletes. Get 1 or 2 more degrees in coaching. Establish reputation. And then boom. Here's your salaries. Okay, 4 more kilometers. We'll finish like 46, 47 minutes, something like that. No, we will finish at 44. Approx. 44 and a half, 45. I'm still on a pink one. Or what? I am on the. Why am on the classic? Switch to the Venge a couple of days ago. Never mind that. 24 times it had dropped frames. Oh, that was fun. Let's give me a kilometer to calm that heart rate. Oh. Okie doke. So, one more kilometer. One more kilometer to go. Or should I extend it to 1 hour? Probably I will extend it to 1 hour. At first, let's change clothes. I think the Century jersey is fitting. It never gets old, right? Okay, that's a nice Friday morning. And the good news, last Sunday I was out for a long run and I dressed inappropriately and I had a cold. And since last Sunday, today is the first day that my resting heart rate converts to normal, below 50. It was 51, 54 for a whole week. Today it was 48. Normally it's around 46, so I'm over the hard part with the cold. I know it wasn't toilet paper virus. It was common cold. It was 4 Celsius degrees and for half an hour I had serious crosswind, felt like 0 or -1 or 2. The right side of my face was numb by the end of the 30 minutes. So instantly afterwards my nose started dripping. By evening my throat went sore. So yeah. But now I'm over it. Still have something left in my nose. The throat is okay. The general mood is okay. Resting heart rate and blood pressure is back to normal. So time to go back to normal diet because I was eating a lot of junk food this week. That's the thing, if I can't train properly, I'm starting to eat. And that's not a good thing. I wonder if we receive an email today that says to stay home, work from home. Okay. so far no news on that. So I'm going to the office today. No, not that one. I want to do that fake exit stuff. That's it. That's the one. I saw it on Zwift Insider, although I knew it, I forgot about that. But that doesn't matter at the moment. So you can do fake exit to check your current progress. TSS, wide, and calories and time and such. And then you can go back. It's not closing the activity by clicking the end right button. Okay, let's do 1 more kilometer or so. My heart rate is back to normal finally. So the next stop was streaming. Sunday, 2 days from now. We will start at 8 o'clock Central European time with Activitus, Swedish Swift Rally's Activitus group workout. And then I'm heading straight into stage 2 group ride, short distance with Andrei Greipel at 10 o'clock Central European time. to one glorious continuous stream of me suffering for 2 hours, then having fun with Grapel and Co. There will be hundreds of people, I think. At least I expect that. Let's see that pretzel stuff Simon is asking. Can't find that pretzel stuff. Okay, let's just stop here. That's it. Let's stop the fan. So, a couple of things we did today. First, full stage 1 tour of Watopia, so I'm not behind. Based on the toilet paper virus. I will have time to complete the stages. Sadly, I don't like this pandemic. Now it's a pandemic. But I'm trying to harvest what I can, right? So, just a moment. So, stop the fan. So that was stage 1. I did harder than I expected or I planned to do. But it matters, just the fact. And we had some fun with the sprint at the end. I couldn't push really because I was already stretching thin with the tempo in the last 2.5 kilometers, but I did what I can for fun. It's a group ride, so it doesn't really matter where you finish. With that, it's 139 low zone 4 heart rate and zone 3 low zone 3 power. The heart rate pushed up by the REFCOM, and I take the sprint in the end. So let's see an overall picture here. 2.65 pizza, that's good enough for me for today. Getting back to baseline, it's more important. Okay, so let's see the timeline. You can see that some effort here, that's the REFCOM, I think. This is where I had to catch up with the group at the end of Tempus Fugit. This is the last part of the sprint, and then some cooldown. 58 TSS is good. Good for a Friday morning for 1 hour. But I planned as an easy ride, so whatever. We had a lot of topics today to discuss. Thank you for the chat, Corton, Pimplev, and then we had some fun on the expense of the virus, of the current pandemic. I do hope everyone will be okay. I'm not wishing anybody harm, and guys, please keep in mind that if we act orderly, easier to keep order in the system, probably not in the shop and not in the toilet paper part of the shop, but in the healthcare system and on a general level in the population, so act accordingly. Please be patient. It's only a few weeks. We have 52 weeks this year, so if we waste waste 2 or 4 weeks with the direction what the government asks from us. It's not much. So yeah, and they will they will hold you accountable for your actions afterward and during. So be smart. Anyhow, that was for today. Thank you guys. I have a cheer here. Yeah, this one. Cheers, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the chat. See you Sunday. I'll be here for 3 hours at least, and hopefully by Sunday I will have the new desk, old new desk, prepared, and we can have a chat afterwards. See you guys. Okay, the kids are up.